Do you guys remember Chris Bosh? I'm sure a lot of the people that are my age remember him. I'm 31. Chris Bosh actually was forced to retire when he was 31, 32 years old because of blood clots, similar to Victor Wembanyama. Not the retirement part of it, but the injury part of it. But Chris Bosh was, a two-time champion, an 11-time NBA All-Star, and he also made All-NBA a couple of times. I mean, when you look at his stats, like, Chris Bosh was nice in an era where, you weren't really scoring a bunch of points. In 2009-10, when it was his last year at the Raptors and he was the focal point of the offense, he was averaging 24 points a game. As the third option for the Miami Heat, he still put up pretty good numbers. But Chris Bosh is just one of those guys, I feel like if he was in today's NBA, he would be a top 10 or 15 player. Easily. I think Chris Bosh would be putting up crazy numbers. He was a 6'10", 6'11 guy who was a left-handed shooter. He was a very efficient three-point shooter for his size. He was one of the first small ball centers, even though he was 6'10", 6'11. He was a very, above average defender. And I just feel like Chris Bosh just doesn't get the love he deserves because his career was cut so short and because he was the third option on that Miami Heat team. It's crazy. You just forget how good guys are. And I think this era of basketball right now would have really favored Chris Bosh's style of basketball. He could score from anywhere. He had size. He was quick. He was athletic. And he was a smart player. Let me get the word dino in the chat for Chris Bosh for obvious reasons.